La 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 la. Hello, stream. I'm live, baby. I'm live. Clash. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll play Clash. Fine. Good enough to ask me twice. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, dude. Clash of Clans. This game's fucking easy. You know what I mean? 100 messages. That's impossible. Here's my last message. Oh, dude, it was. Hey, kid. No. No. What? You kidding me? Okay, well, that's not fair. Just not fair, is it? It's just not. Okay.
I thought it was like, he made this guy do it 150 times, but he said it was easy. Another thing I want you to pay attention to and look for here is how come something from technology. They would say like 2 or 3 words and then add technology to the end. And it was supposed to be like, oh wow, that's like a time.
Among Us was in my life until Among Us wasn't anymore. Among Us betrayed me. That's right, Among Us betrayed me. Oh, Among Us, my baby. I give birth to Among Us when I was 23. Fucking defense, bro. I don't want my camera on. I'm disgusting right now. Yeah. I don't want no cameras on me right now. Right. Okay, well, we've been annihilated because we don't have higher level people in the clan. I mean, I count as that, to be honest, because this clan, goddamn, this clan's full of fucking town hall, fucking lava town halls, you know. It's ridiculous, bro. Gotta get all these to level 8 and 5. Oh, these are leveled up, I think. Don't worry about the mods. Archer towers now. I gotta upgrade this. And this. And this. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And you hear that like that somebody in there. Okay. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that?
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Do, 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 do. Bro. Still though. Still. I got 2 trophies. I knew I wasn't gonna get 100% on that, but it is what it is. This nigga needs reinforcements. So I'm gonna be an asshole and give him giants. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Where's my Uber, bruh? Where's my Uber, bruh? Where's my Uber, bruh? Where's my Uber, bruh? My bro is at the convenience store. August 5, 2003. Woo-loo-loo-loo, that's my birthday! I think I know my plan, okay? All the defenses, I'm gonna max them, okay? And then the armor camps, and then I'm gonna get the storages maxed. The collectors almost maxed. And then I'm gonna upgrade my town hall. That's the plan. Actually, I'm gonna upgrade my barracks a few times. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, he's on the way, dude. He's on the ball, so. There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh. I wish things didn't take so long to upgrade. I'd be in the new town hall by now. If I had gems. If I had gems, I'd be maxed out. So. Yeah. Whoa! You didn't mean to dial. Sorry. What?
Okay. I'm out of here. Alright, you get it, bro. I give it up. So, you flip a big block. Your pancakes are a fast. Wait. Okay. Remember, it's big. You flip the big block. You flip the big block. Now your pancakes are a mess, and all that. They always use that as an example. Perfect pancake man. 4 eggs, over easy. All right. All right. That was kind of cool. Cranberry or milk from chocolate pancakes for the kids in an instant. You can also make delicious dessert crepes or a fourth of the egg sandwiches. Oh, egg sandwiches. Just like in a restaurant. What? Call now and make 4 perfect pancakes at the same time. All right. I don't know why. I just imagine. Okay, hand the camera up, and there's a fucking with a lit cigarette in your mouth, and it's only like, and they're just like sitting there with smoking. I just see a cigarette. I see like just a lit cigarette. Call now and make slide to go. Welcome, thank you, Ray. Welcome, everybody. We're doing product reviews, infomercial product reviews. Get a good stream, welcome. This was the pancakes all at once. I don't even know what this is called. But thanks, welcome. 4 perfect pancakes at the site. Everything is 1995. But wait, if you had a product back in the mid 2000s, the early 2000s, late 90s, and your product was less or more than 1995, you lost a boyfriend. Exactly. Now, and we'll double your order free. Just with separate shipping and handling. All right, yeah, that's all right. Wait, this one. All right, here we go. Mighty Meatballs. This one's going to be interesting. Mark Gill. Drop it. Stop. That was cute. That was a fucking softball. Who was making that? Wait a minute. That was a softball. Oh, it's a dog. Grand line is Italian meatball. Oh, shit. Wasn't big. It's not that big. I don't know about that. I get the stuffed burger thing, but stuffed meatballs, I'm not so sure. Making mac and cheese meatballs. I feel like it's a kids menu. Is this a kids menu? This cancer, for you, is cranberry sauce. Never. And it's not just meatballs, safety, stuffed mashed potatoes. Yeah, this is like. What the fuck? I get it. I get the idea. A little easy butter.
Wait, bitch! I'll put you in the ground! Bitch, I swear to God!
Okay, the problem
You crazy ass bitch! I hate you, bitch!
40 minutes.
Crazy bitch!
Holy shit.
Hey, gamers! Ah! I don't know. Collect, I guess. Can I get Clash Royale? That's not a 2D game. You know what? I'm gonna get Hill Game. Well, no, I'm gonna get Hill Game. Hill Game. There we go. Right. Hill Game. I don't know what it's called. There it is. there it is. Hill Game. Ferrero Rocher. Ferrero Rocher. Ferrero Rocher. Ferrero Rocher. I love Ferrero Rocher, dude. It's so good. Oh, nigga. Alright, come on. I'm only having like a little bit of this. Why do you know him? What do I download? I love AI music. AI music is so much better than real music. Game controls. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can actually. Oh my god. I can actually use fucking keyboard. Damn, that's cool. I love hill climb racing. Guys, I think there might be something wrong. Guys, I don't think the app is working. And I'm just wondering why. Why? Why? Off. I love buff men.
Show it no chisel.
That's two burrito perfects and two taco holders, a $30 value for only $9.99. Please hurry. Time to pick up. Okay. We saw easy butter, perfect brownie. All right, perfect brownie is automatic, absolute buy for me because you get edges. They get the edges. You'll see what I mean. That whole pan's gotta go. Yeah, everything gets an edge. Yeah. Wow. Anime voiceover? I was gonna say, it sounds like Cha-ching! It looks so fucked up. No, a raccoon got the So, I would throw the whole thing away. That's not like, oh, yeah, it's got the edges, so that animal got your house. And I don't know if this dog's not vinegar to eat it. Yeah, no, these are better. These are way better than doing it in the regular pan. Yeah, it's a gimmick product, but it does what it's supposed to do. Amazing low price of just $19.95. Yeah. Grandma's apple pie squares. Gooey. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's right. Cool. All right. That was that was the top. All right. The Off Magic. The Go Grill. All right. All right. Let's do the Shop Magic. First of all, we got first of all, this is important. We got Mark Filter, which is automatic for like this product. It already. Right at that. Yeah. Okay. Got it. And it's safe too. Alright, so here's why the other thing where it's just a big like Dark Souls wheel weapon. Like pushing that down with the blade, this is as thinking. You get it on a blade, and you line it up, and you're not gonna touch it. It's not gonna the little prongs up top. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. What needs to be free cut? Does it? I mean, they're all cute though, right? Because you know, like, presentation-wise, everything is a hand cube. Everything is a hand cube. So, I mean, presentation-wise, maybe not. But practical, I think so. Somebody calls me an infomercial centric. You can say it. But did you not hear me talk about the fucking microwave the one with the eggs? I was like, nah, I don't think so. It is most expensive. I'm being honest and being very thorough. Yeah, but nobody dishwasher is a big I use my dishwasher. I run my dishwasher because otherwise it'll get gross. I wash my food. I don't like that idea of think, oh yeah, it's like fucking like soften and like mess on my plate. Just stick it in here and put water on it. I don't like the dishwasher. I don't like it. And you know why else I don't like the dishwasher? All the people questioning my doing right now. So you enjoy putting the dishes in the thing, and then like for like at least 1 to 2 fucking hours, you hear. It's obnoxious, and it lasts for an hour. An hour, 2 fucking hours. I think. I can wash a whole fucking sink of dishes in 20 minutes. Dishwashing is loud, annoying, it takes way too long with the water. No. Sometimes I'll use it if I need to. No, never. I don't think your dishwasher's stuck. Your dishwasher's broken. What are you talking about? The dishwasher's fucked up. It doesn't help it. No, it's not. No, that's all. I don't use it. They're not that loud normally. I don't use it. How is the dishwasher broken if I never use it? That's a huge amount of food. Alright, cool. Drop magic is pretty cool. I like it. Alright, what about the dough grill? Yeah. Holy shit! Can you imagine seeing somebody do this? You know what? Your backyard grill into the trunk of your car? Where are you taking this? Where are you taking it? And then fun. But honestly, no. Well, not for you. Okay. Oh, they sounded Mexican. If you know your product is really kind of just boring, where you can't just show it, you have to have lasers and whooshing stuff. Or, I gotta give the credit to the editor here. Person editing, I would be fun. Oh, I can take like a job and make it perfect. Sitting in the editing room and just kind of laughing at yourself and being like, I'm gonna put like whooshing sounds here. It's just gonna be funny. I guarantee he'll do that. There's no way they're wrong. That sounds like a fun like thing to do. I thought, oh, if they win. Why is it so weird? This is a strange image for some reason. Why? I can't figure out. They're all facing the same direction. Yeah. All of them are facing this way. And the water is the other way. And you can't put the cameras in the water, so this image just looks bizarre. Like, they don't want to go back to go where the water is? Like, this is a beach? Wait, what is this? He just said beach. I also think this guy is way far away from these things. I feel like they did a weird camera thing with this guy is actually like 50 feet in front of him. It's a park, for example. Oh, where you go on because it is Oh, I gotta fight. Hey, hold on a second. I got 4 chickens left, so I swear, hold on. Oh, you in the water? So we're in a rowboat? Oh, that doesn't work. I got fan size. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the whole rack. You'll eat maybe a third of it. And then be like, I don't really want to board this. And it's well, fan size for it. Then you throw it away. Fan size. So it's right. That's the fun. The show grill will feed your family and all of your friends. What do you like to grill? Chicken, steak, or lobster? The list never ends. The Grill Grill is the most unique grill you'll ever own. So get anywhere you go. Okay, if I was at a barbecue and I walked up to the person that was like operating the grill master, I was like, oh yeah, I guess are they ready? Yeah, oh yeah, they're ready. You want a man size portion? They're like, no. Sure. Like 4 patties. Regular one. Guys have a regular hamburger. There's regular steak. Like I don't want a man-sized person. I don't. Thank you. $100 for a grill that's versatile. But if you call out, your grill is only $19.99. What did you say? Your grill is only $19.99. What a fuck up. That's a major fuck up. I thought this was grill base. This $80 value offers incredible low price of only $19.99. Okay. I will give a positive here. Here's the one positive. There are tons of portable grills. There are tons of them. A portable grill is actually not a. It's actually pretty cool. I would actually rather cook at my home on a portable grill than the huge, gigantic grill that needs a bunch of people. So I would actually rather one of these than like a real huge grill. I bet just like a lot. I also don't like propane. Here's the shit I mean. This is the fucking bunch of gas, pressurized. You know how it feels about like pressurized gas and stuff. So I don't like using propane. I like charcoal. And charcoal's a mess. Yeah, that one's cool. There's a big pop cupcake. Perfect meatloaf. I'm very curious about perfect meatloaf. Slick Jack can. Charcoal is the devil's fruit. Rich meatloaf. Charcoal is. Well, this is 4. I have no plan for that. Perfect meatloaf. No, I'm doing a big talk. I find it too. Cupcakes take so long to make. This frame rate is bad. We've got this other voice though. What the fuck? When you make that king-size cupcake, lock your camera to remember those giant cupcakes you're memory. Okay. It's like 100 feet. This is a cake. And virtually nothing's hid. You can get the cake though. Every time. The ultimate party activity. Mix and match delicious flavors like strawberry and chocolate. The cost is oh, what? Oh. This is good. Okay, different part. The 25-pound chicken feeds the whole crew. No one's gonna eat all of it though. I know, but they keep saying that. They keep saying that. Are they? I feel like they're not. It's a man-sized cupcake. Is it a cupcake? Is it a cake people can buy? Is it like the store, the grocery store, that expensive? I thought that was like a really good, cheap option, isn't it? I don't think they're cheap. They're not that expensive. They're like 15 bucks. Yeah. It's $100. Where are you buying it? Metal people. Yeah, they're like $10 to $20, aren't they? No. Big top cupcake for the amazingly low price of $19.95. The man-sized cupcake. And to make everything easy, we'll include this idea. I love those sound effects. Where is it? There it comes. There's a ready to decorate. Dog gifts are so expensive. Where is it? It costs over $35. It's like an explosion sound. Big top cupcake for the amazingly. There it is. Text. The 20 tiny cupcakes won't do, but it's so gross. I wouldn't want that. 25 times big. You gotta remember the kid factor, right? Kids, a big cupcake for a kid is holy shit. This is a huge deal for a kid. So a lot of these are like kids, you know, the seniors. You gotta keep that in mind. All right, we're going to perfect legal. I think that's ready for this one. Holy shit. Why is there more than the 2 pieces worth of grease there? What's going on? Hi, it's Mark, the perfect meatloaf pan. This is non-stick way to bake. This is delicious meatloaf. Watch. Just prepare your Mark. Place it on the tray and put it in the oven. When done, simply lift the handle and presto. Up comes the entire meatloaf all at once. The reason? The unique design and durable non-stick coating. We even got the technology. Oh! No, it doesn't do that. Okay, what kind of ground beef is this? This is not 80-20 ground beef. This is like 60-40 ground beef. The perfect close, those same nasty pieces of meat stay at the bottom of the pan and oh my god! 60 foot hole. Back to the integrate through the hole and collecting its space below, where they won't get reabsorbed back into the meatloaf. Let's serve delicious spring turkey meatloaf. Savory stuffed Italian or moist bacon cheeseburger. He looks sucks. There's only one meatloaf I've ever had that I liked, and it's my mother's meatloaf. Nobody else makes it with me. And I'll tell you, let's be really honest with each other here. I don't like your mother's meatloaf. I like my mother's meatloaf. Nobody likes another mother's meatloaf. I don't like your mother's meatloaf. I'm like, no, I don't like it. But when my mom makes it, it's like, Mom, stand up. Why is that? Yeah, your mother's meatloaf is the only good meatloaf. Even other mother's meatloaf, I like it. Weird. But I'm not done. Come right now and receive this amazing flashlight. Adjust to your desired size and price. And the thin will always win. I like that. But I'm not stopping there. Call it wait just a minute and we'll double your order. Just take that one. Hold on. I need it. We gotta get that. Color now, beauty. But I'm just stopping there. Color good. That was like, what? Wait just a minute, and we'll double your order. Just pay separate processing and handling. Island. $14.95. They're undercutting everybody. You moving? Okay. All right. Not bad. All right. Bacon filled. You saw that one already, right? flipjack in. We'll do flipjack.
Pancakes are arcane to flip, and half the time they run and stick. Not anymore.
It's the same design. It's the same fucking design. It's the white turn it. Turn it. No big effects going on with flipjack.
And your favorite batter. Close the lid, insert the band. You'll have a perfect full-size blackjack.
And check this out. We're going to burn a bunch of mozzarella cheese on it to prove that we can scrape it up into the grass. Wait for it.
About 20 spatulas. The remaining flipjack is so easy to flip pancakes with just one hand. Then slide it right out of the pan. The secret is the dough makes the design with a brilliant ceramic surface. Nothing ever sticks.
Fuck. Hey,
Right on with roast.
I get a point. What design?
The secret is the dual-hinge cookie design.
Little hinge putting technology. Then how do you think technology? What year is it?
Nothing ever sticks. Even for that cheese slices right off with no scrubbing. You make added tasty blueberry or a stack of buttermilk in seconds. And the kids will love this chocolate chip surprise.
Oh,
Flapjacks. Well, without using a spatula. Does this ever happen to you? Not with flapjacks.
actually, yeah.
Best of all, no broken jokes. So call now to get the flipjack pancake in.
Use the inside information you ready quicker.
No. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know this insider info. Like, what am I? So there's this game called Jazz Punk, and it is the weirdest game I've ever played. It's set in an alternate Cold War reality. It's inspired by spooky comedy films and cartoons with a focus on very weird and bizarre humor. But let me show you instead. Is this my luggage? Oh wait, is that me actually? Am I the luggage? Someone trying to collect me. Okay, am I in control now? I'm not sure I want to be in control of this world. At least someone unlocked my tickets. Secretary the Ninth. What a great name to pass down in your family. What town of whoopee cushion? Where do you want me to sit down? Oh, what a joker you are, Mr. Director. You got me again. Oh, that's a neat feature. I wish I could do that. Infiltrate the Soviet consulate. No problem at all. Okay. I am... Wait, what? Mexico? I've done that trick when I was young. He's just lying down there. Right, take one capsule every mission or until the reality is sufficiently augmented. I mean, I'm immediately inclined to just down the whole thing. Infiltrate the Soviet consulate, okay? What? The MacGuffin? Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me go grab it. MacGuffin is... Yes, you do. Can I... Don't worry, I'll get that book. It's like in SpongeBob where they do a zoom in and it's hyper realistic. Well done, he said. What about the chicken? You know what? I'm not going to clean that off. I'm not going to clean your chicken juices off with my bare hands. So do all these people need help once in a while? Yes, they do. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Whatever's going to happen. Oh no. Oh Jesus Christ.
It's a prank, bro. 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 Yeah. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. Shit. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. Alright, there's a certain thing I want to look at. I want to look at.
Am I original?
Bro, let me just play with fucking. It's fine now, though. It's fine now. It's fine now.
So who's lagging, me or Speed? I mean, what's up?
Yo, Michael! Oh my! Oh shit! Yo, Michael! Michael! But it's fine now. Michael! Michael!
What up? What's up, Speed? I see you out there.
Yo! Michael, can I talk to you? Michael, can I please talk to you? Michael, can I please talk to you? Michael, can I please talk to you?
What, man, you messing up my stream? What's up?
Michael, can I please talk to you? Oh my! Oh shit! Yo, Michael! Michael! Michael, what's your Discord?
What's up,
Michael! Michael, what's your Discord? Michael!
What up?
Can I please talk to you? Yo! Michael, can I talk to you? Huh? Michael, can I please talk to you? Michael, can I please talk to you?
Wait a minute. Why are you invading my stream?
Michael, can I talk to you? Can I please talk to you? I just beat GTA 5. Michael, what?
Pigeons first. I saw one over here. I wish I.
I just want to see the fucking.
What? So I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you, man, and then you wouldn't be able to make any more money on the stream.
The government must have taken him. There's a pigeon.
Fuck. I don't care. Child predator. That's not fun. Whoa, that's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. I love that. I love Oppenheimer. I love cringe anime TikToks. They make me horny. Let's watch this.
You do your thing, and you do it well. Now,
You can't see me,
it's
right?
time to do it bigger.
After the
It's
delete my
time
YouTube
for
channel, I saw that.
Shopify. Shopify makes it easy to set up your online store, expand into new sales channels.
Anime TikToks. Yeah, we've been through a lot this year. And today we're going to be showcasing the cringiest and the dumbest anime TikToks that I found this year. I just started this series this year and it's been getting a lot of support. Thank you all so much. And let's jump right into the video. I'm just going to get started now. It's going to be a long ass video. Popular Girl 1 tries to sing.
I didn't ask.
Me in the back of the class singing. Bro, I don't know why
my
so many of these
God.
popular girl versus quirky girl
Yo,
little ass scenarios
that's so
exist. Like,
fucking
let's keep it a
cool.
buck, they don't exist IRL. Or maybe they
It's
do.
pissing me
But
off.
this definitely did not happen.
This was made by
Wow,
a
she sounds like an anime girl.
9-year-old
yeah, that's the
loser.
first thing I would have said too. Like that literally makes no sense, bro. Someone's singing and they just sound like an anime girl. All right, my bad. And her voice was so angelic too. Like I'm crying like that dude on the screen right there.
Bro, he's literally
And then the
me.
last one, it makes me really think, is some like pick me girl ass TikTok? Let's protect her, boys. Like, bro, come on, you cannot tell me this isn't some not like other girls that energy. Real. That's the realest anime video I've seen this year, bro. It really spoke to me. Now imagine if Lil Timmy saw that on his shorts feed and just went to go try and do that, bro. That would have been fucking hilarious to watch. Motherfucker would have sounded like.
Oh,
What? That's it? There's no more? Are you serious, bro? I was waiting. Like, come on. Like, I was waiting for the cook-up, bro. Like, it was about to happen. Like, and then you just cut off the camera. Wow.
Damn it, that guy's really cute. Hey, brain cell. Okay, so there's this guy that I really think he's kind of cute. You're cute. Yeah, I know.
What the hell? No anime character sounds like that last time I recall. I thought it would sound more like, what the hell? I don't fucking know. But why the baby voice? Oh my god. It just makes it 10 times worse to watch.
I know. No.
What the? Why the hell are you putting a light bulb in your mouth for a TikTok, bro? Do you know where that's been, bro? They could have coughed all over that John. They could have been up someone's ass. It could have been on the Walmart floors. Could have been on the fucking airport.
It was
floors.
up my
Who even
ass.
knows? That shit definitely
I
is
shoved it up
not
my ass.
germ-free. That shit definitely musty.
And
Sorry.
if you find something on the floor,
I can't just go in
if
for
you
a
find
kiss, that's
anything
weird.
on the floor
What should I say?
in the street, just know I've shoved it up my ass. That's what I want you to know. I want you to know that.
Elmo, is that you? Why the fuck that sound like Elmo, though?
Telling me to just walk up to
I'll
him
be
and call
back.
him beautiful.
Not in my mouth, just everywhere else other than my mouth. I think if I watched this long enough, I would actually.
Who even knows? That shit definitely is not germ-free. That shit definitely musty.
Sorry. No, I can't just go in for a kiss. That's weird. What should I say?
This winter, don't forget to use Lucid Mode. In the Opera web browser, whenever you switch on Lucid Mode, you get clearer, sharper videos, just a better viewing experience. Download Opera with Lucid Mode.
Oh no, this is really moving faster. Hold on. Oh no, I really want to make it back now. Hold on, I'm going for it. Whoa, stop, okay, keep going. Yes.
Elmo, is that you? Why the fuck that sound like Elmo?
Telling me to just walk up to him and call him
This
beautiful.
company calling the McGuffin. Let's data package.
That is not a good idea.
Oh my god, what is this thing? It's absolutely insane.
I think you're beautiful. And he's running.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was wondering like what the duet was for on the side. I was like very confused, like why the person was even there at first. But okay, now it makes sense. And you sold the bag. What the hell, man? But that Elmo ass sound was kind of annoying, Ryan. The whole
Oh my god. You see something earlier. Okay. I don't have the paper on the newspaper, do I? I spent all
the
that
dude
time,
recorded
like,
fucking laughing, bro. I mean, I would be too, but I don't know if I could hold it together. Now, I don't know what his grade was in the end, but hopefully it had something to do with the project. Bro, because if I did that, bro, I would definitely have failed the project. That definitely would not have slid out of my school. There's no way. I don't even notice before. There's motherfuckers in the Zoom call, bro. What are they doing? They're probably like so confused, bro. There's probably a time where like most schools were hybrid. If I was in that Zoom call though, I definitely would have fucking left. Like there's no way on earth I would be able to sit through that. I definitely would have been awkwardly left.
Bro thinks I'm him.
In these presentations, bro,
Bro
they
thinks
go
I'm
viral
him.
for there's a reason.
Bro thinks I have standards. Bro thinks I give a fuck.
Because I'm a huge fan.
Bro thinks I'm a good bitch.
Alright, like it was a pretty tame presentation before this, but bro thinks I'm him. What? That definitely would have been an awkward class for me. I don't know about any of you, but I don't know if I could have said.
Bro thinks I'm
I mean, maybe
stable.
the presentation, but not the theme song. No fucking way. I would have said, can I go to the bathroom and just fucking left. And for sure, if I was in the Zoom call, I would have went AFK.
Bro thinks
already.
one day
Like,
at a
I've
time.
been gone. I don't know how he is calm and composed up there doing a little dance. Like, oh my. I don't know how he's fucking doing it, because if I was in that
Can't
situation.
hear fucking anything. Why is
Ooh,
the
it would be
volume?
so awkward for me.
Why
bro,
is
man.
the
I'd be
volume so
sweating
shit?
bullets, just straight fucking bullets.
I can't fucking hear anything.
Oh yeah?
I'll turn that down.
Do that too.
Okay, look,
No,
I have
headphone. Why audio be like this? Oh, I know what it is. It's my headphones. It's my headphones. I know what it is now. I know what it is. It's not. Just, you know, I don't care. Just next video. Why not?
Starting with a blank page can be overwhelming. Grammarly gives you a head start. Simply type a prompt to instantly generate an outline.
Alright, today we're going to be looking at the worst dream stands of 2022. I'm going to see what posts I can find from Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, basically everywhere. But yeah, thank you all for the support on this series. It's been insane. And because of that, I gotta deliver more. But yeah, anyways, let's jump right in. Bro, I overheard my crush talking shit about dream stands, and the way I lost interest so quickly was like... Okay, that made no sense at all, but that guy you're crushing on, though, he is a Chad. And who doesn't roast dream stands nowadays? But wow, what a Chad. I think this is him right here. We found him. W guy, though. Well, apparently it says that you tweeted this at 5:40 in the morning, bro. Oh my god. You're on Twitter that early? What the f... are you doing? I mean, it
Who the
probably
fuck?
is different.
Who
if
the
you're
fuck?
someplace
Who
else
the
in
fuck?
world. Me personally, I'm not
Who
touching
the
that
fuck?
sweet button with the 6-foot
Who
pole.
the
Dream
fuck's
having
gaming at that
95
time?
IQ doesn't even make
Who
sense.
is alive
He's just good at
at
Minecraft,
5 in
and
the
you're
morning?
just gel. Oh god, here we go with this video
No
again.
one.
The Dream 95 IQ. Like,
Thank
who
you.
gives a...
We love you. I love this program. Thank you. We love you. That's so gay. That's so gay. All right.
shit. Man, that's probably not even an accurate number either. It's from a YouTube video. And if his IQ
They're currently
happens to be
watching
95,
me right
so
now.
what? I'm pretty
Using
sure
that
that's close
program
to
for
the
this
average IQ. Just because he's
mistiest
goated at
students.
Minecraft doesn't mean he cracked the code to
I'm using your program
squared.
for
You're right,
reaction
Dreamstan.
content.
His IQ, it's double that. It's like 189. You're so right. I'm sorry I doubted you. Sorry for the lack of uploads. New Manhunt very soon. I want you and Gorg have a baby and you and Gorg to get married. Okay, there's no way with that grammar that they're a dream stand. They gotta be like a little Timmy. But yeah, with that comment left there, I think they might be a future dream stand. And that's right, guys. Dream and George are magically gonna have...
I haven't used one word this motherfucker is saying. I don't even know what I've said. I don't know what's happening. Am I alive? Wow, that looks hot. That looks sexy. I'll click on that.
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger.
I can only watch
Big
memes
Mac,
on
Big
2
Mac,
times
Big
speed.
Mac, Big Mac, Whopper, 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 Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac.
Picked it up, right? Attacked. Number 3, like this.
Hey, how was your visit to the children's hospital?
Well, apparently they don't like me to dress up in a costume to surprise the kids.
Really? What did you dress up as?
The Flash.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, why are you wearing a robe?
Brandon Times Square, sea crews ripped up 7th Avenue, eventually finding that broken water main installed decades before women even had the right to vote. So the water main was from 1896.
This is ugly bitch. This news clip feels like onion article.
Can you stop being a jackass?
Can you tell me that?
Holy shit, they already repair when
Oh my god, I'd fuck every one of them.
Hey, I got the Shrek card. Say the Shrek word. Go ahead, say it. Say it. It's not gonna be right.
Oh my god, look at this.
Say it.
Bro, it's
Say the Shrek card. Say the Shrek word. On your buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Switch to Chrome to load your favorite
Shut up,
sites
Chrome.
first,
I don't give a
so
fuck.
you can browse with ease.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Why so serious?
Hey, I got pedo crew. What the heck?
What the heck? That reminds me of when my uncle.
Oh my god! Yeah. And of course, his 2 sons to my left, we're talking about Portland Steph Curry and 2-time MVP, 3-time world champion Steph Curry. Y'all excited to see them shoot the 3-pointers tonight?
Bro, call that 1-1, bro, call that 1-1, bro, what the hell are you doing, bro?
That's literally like, you know, now.
We all have a great story to tell.
Have you ever wondered how many men the Flash could off in an hour? Well, I put my top people on it, and this is what we came up with. The global average mile pace is 10 minutes and 25 seconds. That's roughly equivalent to 6 minutes and 28 seconds per kilometer. It takes the average guy between 5 and 10 minutes to rub one out. Now I know these two things are not technically related, but this is the best way I can come up with in order to find out how fast the Flash can rub one out. Which since he can run a mile in 5.3 microseconds, means he can rub one out in between 2 and 5 microseconds, but we are going to go with 2 microseconds to keep the math easy. That's 1.8 billion guys an hour. This is assuming he is only using one hand, and we are not prepared. If he uses both hands to take care of 2 guys at a time, that puts the number at 3.6 billion in an hour. Now let's say he not only uses both hands, but we also prep ourselves by standing in 2 separate lines facing each other and set ourselves up tip to tip, so we can take care of 2 guys at one time with each hand. This would make it so he can take care of 4 guys per 2 microseconds, making the final number 7.2 billion men in an hour. With there only being around 4 billion men in the world, this means if we prepared ourselves, the Flash could theoretically off every guy in the world in an hour, with most guys getting a second go.
Send this to a friend and say nothing.
Dude, so he could like make us all bust. He could bust us all. That's what I call a good time. That's what I call a good time. Oh my god. I don't know. Fuck this one out. Ah! No! Bro.
You might not know about Europe. Europe is the most peaceful continent in the world.
That means that someone fucked your mother.
My brain is melting. My brain is melting. My brain is melting. Come on, where the fuck?
Has an amazing way of
Oh.
distracting me from everything. You see what I mean? That pie is playing a saxophone.
I don't want that on my screen, damn it!
I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you need your ears Q-tipped. Luckily, I found this massive Q-tip just now. There we go. Oh my god! I cut your brain out by accident, and I ate one of the other things. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, if you say so, just don't sue me. So it seems like instead of
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Someone told me to watch Skibidi Toilet. Nya, nya, nya. Bro, I need to upload that video. I've reacted to all of the multiverse. I've reacted to the multiverse, guys. That's the new form of content. Who am I subscribed to? I don't even know. No one? Oh.
I can't get in through the ropes. Can somebody help me? This is so awkward. They're all looking at me and I can't get in. There we go. Got it. Can I use my electricity? I'd really appreciate it.
I love Andrew Tate so much. Every time I see him, I come a little.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, he's getting back up. Come in here. I'm going to do it again. I mean, it's probably a bad thing since I just knocked you out. Oh wait, never mind. Spam A to get out. He's like trash talking me this entire time. Oh my god, he's hit the ref. Wait, what? How many hands do I have? Throwing the announcer. What's he saying? He's granola? Signature attack. What? He just fell over. Yeah, I got him stuck. You idiot. He's loving it at least. Wait, he knocked me down while I was holding him.
What the fuck is bro saying?
Insanity's right. Wait, what? Oh no, dude, I'm so sorry.
At Forest Holidays, nature is at the heart of everything we do. And after a holiday here, it'll be in your heart too. Forest Holidays, in the heart.
Yeah.
Listen up, everybody. Do y'all have Skibbity Riz?
Shut up! I heard there was a secret yacht, the Rizzler.
What? Skibbity Toilet! So if you know me and you know this channel well, you would know that I'm a bit obsessed with Skibbity Toilet. And today, this is me going around which, I don't even know how to explain it. Just roll the clips, man. Happy Halloween! I wonder what Skibbity Toilet tastes like.
Rose Wild for posting this video.
So after I survived from last video, we're back to even more Twitter shenanigans. This time we're talking about our second favorite sniper wolf, XQC. Ow! So a couple weeks ago, XQC's clip channel made a pretty wild upload called XQC Reacts to that. YouTube, don't demonetize me! Of course, when Twitter saw this, you won't believe the explosion that happened. After this tweet was posted, he replied with a very direct flex multiple times, and quite then triple ratioed him. Beautiful. But why do all this in the first place? XQC responded with a 37-minute long video, and I watched the whole thing to get what he was saying, and here is what he said. That XQC's only time to learn about things is on stream, so he will react to it on stream. This reaction video is not the same as Sniper Wolf's reaction videos because it's a clip. It is not a planned video to react to and make some money. The channel barely makes any money or benefits from the clip. And of course, so many other people and news anchors do it, so why does he get the hate for doing it himself? And also, he justified the Logan Paul level flexing by saying, well, it's Twitter, so they're always gonna hate, so why not just give them what they want, right? And I mean, he
Together.
definitely did that, alright? Just search XQC on Twitter and see for yourself the lovely people of Twitter. And in this regard,
love Twitter.
XQC is so much
They quit
like
Twitter a long
J-Chef,
time ago.
not caring about what Twitter says and just does whatever because he knows he'll be fine anyway. With all this being said, I just want to go back to the initial clip here. The main question I want to answer is if this video is just XQC innocently learning about the conflict or XQC being a quote scumfuck and profiting off of the tragedy. Well, I say this video should have just not been monetized and not had the word reaction on it. After reading all the tweets, the main reason this video is tickling a lot of fans is not really the content, since
who actually gives a shit?
Can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit so it doesn't look obvious you copy. Can I copy?
Fleece, what the fuck are you doing, you mong? Sorry.
Your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit so it doesn't look obvious. Can I copy your homework? Can I copy? Yeah, so it's only been around 2 weeks since my last Roblox video, but boy, I'm back and I'm coming in hot. Just like this diss track. One of the most popular games on Roblox is this game called Pet Simulator X. A game where you get a pet, click on coins, get more pets, click on more coins, and spend $250 on a Titanic capybara plushie. The game studio behind this, Big Games, has been under a lot of fire recently, though this isn't the first time since a couple years back they integrated NFTs into a kids game, and also a lot more. Anyways, this time Big Games is under fire for sending DMCA takedown notices to games that make pets that look similar to theirs. No game is safe.
Womp womp.
Opera GX is the best browser on the market. Whoa, yeah.
Shoes. I didn't even know I had legs. No, not you. That guy.
Epstein, I love memes. Epstein.
The Epstein documents have finally been released, and whilst they revealed some interesting tidbits, social media is quick to turn it all into memes. After all, the 2019 arrest of Jeffrey Epstein sent the world into a frenzy, and thousands of trends and online phenomena were generated as a result. Right now, some of the documents appear particularly damning, as they reference Prince Andrew being highly involved in Epstein's orbit thanks to accusations of sleeping with an underage woman and groping. There's also references to politicians such as Donald Trump and Bill Clinton, although as of yet, no allegations have been made against the two. But a shocking reveal from the Epstein documents is that Stephen Hawking has been involved.
What a surprise. The powerful men at the top are getting away with shit.
In the billionaire's wheelings and dealings. Some of this is from the documents, and some of it has been made up. The made up part has probably been the most widely circulated piece, which shows that a witness testified in court that, and I quote, he liked watching undressed midgets solve complex equations on a too high up chalkboard. If that sounds way too crazy to be true, then yeah, you'd be right, as it turns out plenty of fake images are circulating the internet pretending to be real Epstein documents in order to drum up outrage and interest, and the idea that Hawking enjoyed watching little people doing complex equations is just the tip of the fake iceberg.
That's funny.
The bit that actually came from these documents is from an email from Epstein to Maxwell in 2015, regarding a reward to anyone who can dispute accusations against Epstein by Virginia Giuffre. It reads, the strongest is the Clinton dinner, and the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated in an underage orgy. Apparently, Stephen Hawking visited a nearby island to attend a conference on gravity in 2006, and later Geoffrey made it clear it wasn't him who she was talking about, it was another Stephen who was also an academic, so perhaps Epstein got mixed up in this email. It's all quite unclear. During chaotic news releases like these, where there's a lot of high-profile figures on the line, false information and trolling will of course reign supreme, especially when there's political advantage to be gained by alluding to the idea that opponents are less than savory types. Not to mention, of course, the millions of memes that will stem from the unsealing of the documents, as ordinary people seek to make light of a dark situation, which seems to happen every single time the name Epstein becomes involved with the news. In short, the release of the Epstein documents have yet again poked the hornet's nest of online speculation and meme culture, leading to wacky accusations of Stephen Hawking watching undressed little people solving complex equations on a too high up chalkboard. What meme?
I gotta say, this year is the year. No, the past few years have really been the years of misinformation. You know, and there's also been a lot of people just believing fake accusers. The whole thing's gone upside down. So real victims now are looked at as like liars and shit. A little bit. Yeah.
AstraDB, a flexible database as a service built on the open source Apache Cassandra project. It's a NoSQL distributed database that is known for its high scalability and availability. Data is partitioned and distributed.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and today we'll start off by looking into something rather intriguing. Something released less than 24 hours ago, but 900 pages that I pretty much had to sit down and look through because of my actual curiosity. Now I want to start off by saying I am not a legal expert, okay? So reading through this information, do not take anything you may hear from me as legal fact. It's just me putting disclaimers out there just to explain to you the situation. I am but an idiot on the internet who likes to talk about things that are interesting to me. This channel is like a personal diary, if you ask me, okay? I really upload whatever I feel like it, and thanks to you guys, I have the luxury to do so, okay? But going into this, I talk about a lot of things that I'm knowledgeable on, things like computers and whatnot. So I want to start off by saying if I do get something wrong, or I do miss some context, it's not that I'm not trying my best to research something, it's just that there are going to be things that I don't have complete expertise on. That said, on the other hand, I think that I have done my absolute best researching this throughout the course of the night. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at Jeffrey Epstein's unsealed documentation. Not necessarily his unsealed documentation, but a lot of documentation that has a lot to do with the case regarding his former partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, in the United States government. But this is a piece of documentation that I guess a lot of people had a lot of interest in since last night because of the potential names that were going to be dropped during this. A lot of people were hoping for some salacious, juicy information, and in reality, I don't really think a lot of that exists. There's also been a crap ton of misinformation that's been floating around. Some of it is pretty cringy, some of it is pretty hilarious, but I'm here to get down to the facts of the matter and actually look through these documents. Now, Epstein was arrested in July 6, 2019 on federal charges of effectively human and sex trafficking. So pretty serious allegations, pretty serious convictions, and he had died in August 10, 2019 in his jail cell at, from what I understand, the Metropolitan Correctional Center, which, from what I understand too, is pretty much close to as a administrative detention facility, like almost a supermax, so to speak. Maybe it might even be like a supermax, actual federal penitentiary that El Chapo was held at, and I think he still is held at before he was actually sent over to ADX Florence, which is the actual Colorado, like Alcatraz of the Rockies, okay? Once you're sent there, you ain't ever getting out. So point is, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested, and there was an island that he primarily resided.
Okay, you can't hear anything anymore. I look like a homeless person. Wait a minute.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Truly goofy times indeed. And it wasn't just your favorite streamer, an entire LAN party was chilling out here parking their planes. This island is referred to as the Island of Sin by local individuals, okay? This is not a great place to be at. Not a lot of good things happened here, as you can imagine, with a nickname of that caliber. Now, last night, a lot of documentation was released, about over 900 pages of information in regards to, Epstein and Maxwell's case was basically unsealed by the United States government. Now, according to this documentation, there was actually a deposition where questions were asked and questions were answered. One of them was posted by an account known as Censored Men, who said Epstein files released. Hawking allegedly liked watching undressed I guess small
Yeah, it
people
turns out that
can't
was
use that
false.
word
Turns
anymore
out that
on
was
YouTube.
false. Just false bullshit.
People of diminutive stature solve complex equations on a too high up chalkboard, okay? So inside the question is like, hold on one sec. Are you telling me that Stephen Hawking frequented the island for pleasure? Yeah, Jeffrey loved to have intellectuals visit the island so he could reward them for their hard work for humanity and for other darker reasons. Now, obviously, that is, nobody talks like that. But the question says, did Jeffrey ever talk to you about the proclivities? Yeah, he liked watching me solve complex equations on a too high up chalkboard. Now, obviously, people who read this laughed their ass off, but in reality, this wasn't real, okay? If you actually go to the documents right now, which again is something that I really implore people do, which is one of the reasons why this video is a bit important.
Too long.
If you actually type in any of these words, you won't notice them actually reflected at all in these documents. And that's just a thing. You can, however, find actual mentions of Stephen Hawking. So there is one mention where Jeffrey Epstein sends an email from a Gmail account, which, by the way, was news to me, why these people would actually discuss their potentially criminal situations using Gmail when they could have set up their own private email server they clearly had the money to is beyond me. Maybe there is a silver lining. So he sends this email to G-Max, which is Ghislaine Maxwell. You can issue a reward to any of Virginia's friends' equiants, family that came forward and helped prove her allegations are false. So here he's setting up a bounty or a reward almost that, hey, listen, if somebody can help disprove these allegations, please come over. The strongest is the Clinton dinner. And the new version in the Virgin is the lands that Stephen Hawking participated in an orgy involving underage individuals. So again, this is the only actual mention in this 900 plus page document. Not 900 plus page document, 900 pages of documents. See, there were so many documents that were released that even the court website that was originally showcasing these actually ended up crashing. Courtlistener.com isn't even functioning. You can obtain these documents through the US government. They are just floating around freely to access. So the information is out there. You just have to sit through and parse through the misinformation. Now, one of the things that I wanted to also tackle before we continued was this idea of a client list. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the longest time, for the last couple years of this situation, the few years that we've been talking about this, there's been a lot of discussion of a potential list of clients, a list of high-level clients that have been partaking in illegal activities. Now, that list, from all of my examinations of all these documents, doesn't actually exist. There is no real list. There are mentions of names, like we just looked at Stephen Hawking. That was a named mention. One mention, and that's about all you're going to get. There's no magical list. See, the list, I actually tried to look at the origin of this, and one of the origins that I found was through a publication known as the motherjones.com, where this person talked about looking through a unredacted version of Jeffrey Epstein's book, which I guess is the closest thing to a list you're going to get. This black book is an address book. So you can see right over here where he talks about it. The public first became aware of the book in 2015, which a now defunct website, Gawker, published a version of Rodriguez's copy. Rodriguez was the butler on Epstein's private island, revealing for the first time just how ludicrously connected Epstein was to the people who run the world. So again, this file, this unredacted version, popped up on some dark corners of the internet, with almost every phone number, email, home address entirely visible, and I got my hands on a copy. Now, I don't know where this person got it from. Maybe it's like on the dark web. Maybe somewhere it exists. But this is, again, the extent of the source that we're getting. Now, I actually went to Gawker in this situation, and while the website is down, you can use the Wayback Machine to pull up an actual article from October 30th, 2023, where they actually talk about that specific black book. They have some screenshots of it and everything. And Gawker published it for full for the first time here, where they redacted addresses, telephone numbers, email addresses, and last names of individuals who could have been, under the age of 18. So I looked through this entire list, and yes, it does contain some really powerful individuals, which shows that, yes, this billionaire, trafficker, billionaire, financier, obviously had some pretty powerful connections from what it appears in his address book, his little black book, so to speak. Now, this list isn't indicative of people in this list committing actual crimes, okay? To understand, these are highly wealthy, highly powerful individuals. And this is a small group of people where everyone pretty much knows everyone in the situation. For instance, if you found somebody like, I don't know, Elon Musk in this book, which I didn't find or anything, that isn't indicative that Elon was doing bad things. That just shows you that a billionaire knows another billionaire. There's not a whole lot of billionaires in the world, and there's a pretty healthy chance that powerful individuals know the names of other, similarly powerful individuals. Same thing with people like Donald Trump or, Biden or really anybody or Obama or, any individual that is listed. People like Bill Gates, maybe like Tim Cook. A lot of these powerful people know other powerful people. But this is the only list that I could find. And again, while he possesses powerful names, every single one of these names doesn't exactly amount to much unless you have really, you know what I mean? Like, unless you have evidence that can convict them of serious crimes. Now, in my notes, I have a few names that are mentioned in these documents, okay? One of them is obviously Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton exactly here is mentioned 1 out of 26 times in the exact Control F. Again, if you want to look up specific names, Control F exists. I know people have been asking for people like Bill Gates. Bill Gates shows up 0 out of 0 times. Now, Bill Clinton was mentioned in this, and one of the most damning mentions was when they were looking at depositions taken thus far by Miss Giuffre, okay? So you got Ghislaine Maxwell, who was deposed for 7 hours. But of course, if we scroll down over here, you can see in one of the depositions by Joanna Schoberg, one of the victims here, she actually states that Joanna testified Jeffrey told her Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. And this deposition, if you're looking over here, page 41, if we scroll all the way to the top, this deposition again, just to show you, because a lot of people have been taking screenshots of this, but they haven't exactly shown the full context of what these exact statements are coming from. So this is a deposition by Virginia Joffrey, the plaintiff, against, Ghislaine Maxwell. So confidential, the deposition of Joanna, pursuant to notice taken by plaintiff at the offices of so on and so forth. So this is a deposition. This is somebody, of course, giving their recorded statement. It's not exactly a statement of fact, nor is it an actual record of fact, nor is it actually evidence pertaining to any of these people. But of course, going down over here, ladies and gentlemen, was Bill Clinton a friend of Jeffrey Epstein? So of course, Miss Menninger writes, objection, foundation? Let me back it up. Do you know if Bill Clinton was a friend of Jeffrey? I knew he had dealings with Bill. I did not know they were friends until I read the Vanity Fair article about them going to Africa together. Did Jeffrey ever talk to you about Bill? He said one time that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. So that's literally the extent of that exact point. So this is, again, Jeffrey talking about his boy like that, okay? Not exactly good to hear, but this isn't exactly evidence of anything. This is just, again, a deposition. So the reason I'm saying this is because some people are throwing it around like this is possible fact, when again, you are reading an entire transcript from a recorded deposition. Whether that's true or not is for investigators and a court to properly decide. But again, this is a pretty dirty mention, and at least from the outside looking in, not good. Now, throughout this deposition, there have been other named mentions in this situation too, and I want to address those real quickly. For instance, people like Al Gore were mentioned. So again, page 109 out of this deposition, where they actually start talking about, do you remember meeting Prime Minister Ehud Barak from Israel? No. Do you recall meeting any prime minister? No. Any foreign president? No. Nobel Prize winners? Not to my knowledge. Naomi Campbell? No. Al Gore? No. Alan Dershowitz? No. Lex Wexner? No. Tom Pritzker? No. Kevin Spacey? I may have already asked you, but have you met Kevin Spacey? No. So in this entire list, obviously these are named mentions, but when you get the full context of this deposition, these names don't really amount to much. They were asked, they were shotgunned out, they were pretty much rapid fired, and the, plaintiff in this situation was like, no, I didn't meet anybody in this. So when they start talking more about other people like Marvin Minsky, I don't know that. George Lucas, no. Donald Trump, no. Did you ever massage Donald Trump? No.
Did you ever fuck him?
Did you ever have, relations with another individual like the, Alan Dershowitz, for instance? Objection, absolutely not. The witness writes. Do you know who that person is? I do. So again, looking through this deposition, names were mentioned, but obviously in the deposition, they were kind of rapid firing these names, and a lot of them weren't and a lot of them were just unidentified people. They were like, I never met them. That's not true. So that's pretty much where we're kind of getting at with this depo. And again, there is hundreds of pages for you to actually look through and, you know, sort of read this for yourself too. Don't take
No,
my
I'm too
word
busy
for
with
it. That's
Fortnite
just how it
to
is.
get-
So
to
if you
care
want to
about
read through
Epstein.
all of this, you want to read through these depositions, everything regarding this specific case, it's all unsealed and it's all available for you to read. Now, to understand, obviously, you know, for people like Clinton, obviously, I think Billy C was a weird guy. I think we all know Bill Clinton was a weird guy. Again, there's nothing, you know, accusatory that you can put onto him that already hasn't been talked about in the hearsay. But it's interesting that Hillary Clinton, you know, she's like, throwback to New Year's Eve 1999. Bro, she kept that on the locked replies. Sis, have you heard?
Sis.
I think she has. That's why they're locked. But to understand, you know, people who are talking about like Bill Clinton being creepy, that doesn't shock me whatsoever. The other thing I wanted to look at was the connection of some of these individuals to the Epstein flight logs. For those of you who don't know, there have been flight logs that are released in the case regarding USA versus Maxwell. Now, going back to Stephen Hawking, even as one mention, which is the email, you know, transaction between Jeffrey and Ghislaine, they never actually double on proving any of these actual accusations. But going to Stephen Hawking, for instance, he was pictured on Jeffrey Epstein's Island of Sin, which, again, this is apparently captured in 2006, March of 2006, as reported on by The Telegraph. Now, I actually have an entire log sheet that was released as part of USA versus Maxwell that goes all the way from November 2005, dating all the way back to, again, April 1991. And obviously, because of the date that Stephen Hawking was pictured, he's not going to show up on any of these logs. But these logs are interesting to look at irregardless. Now, to give you full context, just because you fly in and out of the island is not indicative of you committing illegal activities. I know that there's probably people who are saying, but what else could they have went there for? To understand, it could have been anything. It could have been a meeting. It could have been something nefarious. It could have been something positive. It could have been anything. Again, I'm speaking to you as if this was going to a court, right? Just because your name shows up on a flight log doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything wrong. But to give you an idea, reading through some of this log, it was a little bit difficult for me to understand, and I'll explain why. So there's a couple mentions at times of Jeffrey, for instance, so we know who that is. Jeffrey plus Mark, so somebody who's related to him. And sometimes they refer to, you know, an individual as two females or one female.
Yeah, I don't
And
care.
this is really odd to me because sometimes they have names and sometimes they just put like one or two females into it. And I'm wondering if there's a reason to do that. Maybe it's to conceal names. Again, this isn't like a government like audited sheet. It's just literally a private logbook, and you could put anything in it. You could write Santa Claus if you wanted to. But that's just a...
Level up your gaming space with metal posters from Displates. Hang your Displates in seconds. Swap them whenever you like. Get official art from your favorite games on a uniquely designed metal canvas and choose from thousands of posters. Join over...
Hello guys,
Among
and
Us!
me, Mutahar, and you know, starting off this year with some of that gaming love, I wanted to talk about one of the worst awards things that I've seen of 2024 so far. This is the 2023 Steam Awards, okay? A user-voted community pool of what wins on Steam, okay? And quite possibly it has some of the dumbest picks that I've ever seen, and one of my picks got snubbed, so I'm going to be using this video to kind of talk about some of these wins, but also I want to talk about some of the actual standouts that should have gotten mentioned or should have won, okay? This is going to be a little bit of a nerdy video for me. I'm going to keep things very positive because there are some really fun things for me to talk about in this, and there are really, really crappy games for me to rip on, so let's get started, okay? Now, this is the 2023 Steam Awards. We've got the Game of the Year. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure that if you're blind watching my videos, you probably can already tell Baldur's Gate 3 won, okay?
Yeah,
that's not a shocker, okay? Baldur's Gate 3 wins pretty much every award. You have to, like, stop it from winning certain awards. And I can't deny it. I'm basically playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and 30 hours into the Act 1, okay? That's just the first act of the game. 30 hours. All right, that's a full game in other circles, okay? I finished, what, Final Fantasy VII Remake faster than the first act of Baldur's Gate 3. This is a game that is an old school CRPG, Dungeons and Dragons. Like, we are talking point and click. We are talking tactically handled combat. And there are like 10 different ways to do every single objective in this game. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, the first act alone, which is pretty much where I'm at, you will go through so many different locations, you will go through so many different quests, and the ways that you can do all of those quests, at least from my understanding and from my experience, there are so many avenues to go down, okay? Like if you, for example, find one quest, there's probably 5 or 6 different ways of handling it, okay? Some characters you meet may play a big role in Act 2 or 3. I haven't gotten there yet, but that's just the amount of depth and complexity this game offers, okay? Larian Studios is not screwing around. And being somebody that cannot do D&D in real life, because playing with people that take 20 minutes per combat round to make their fucking decisions, yeah, I can't do it, okay? Especially dealing with a GM that can't do their basic calculations is beyond me. This game does it all for me, and that's pretty much all I care about, okay? And plus, it helps having 3D graphics to experience the world around it, okay? Like, Christ, some things you just need. Now, then they got the VR Game of the Year award. I really have nothing more to say over here. I'm not the biggest VR player in the world, so I'm glad that Labyrinthine won. It's basically a co-op survival horror game, and y'all know playing a survival horror game in VR is pretty damn poggers. And then, of course, you get the Labor of Love award, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure if you were
played a few horror games in VR.
This is the part where you got me. Because I'm fucking pissed
and
looking
VR
at
horror
this
games
dog
are hard
shit
as
of a
fuck.
video game winning Labor
They
of
go
Love
hard as
award.
fuck.
And you might be like, well, Muda, Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't bad. You're right. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't bad. I've been replaying that game. Great story, okay? One of the best looking games I've ever played. But read the description of this goddamn award. This game has been out for a while. The team is well past the debut of their creative baby. But being the good parents they are, these devs continue to nurture and support their creation. This game, to this day, is still getting new content after all these years. What a lie, dude! Listen,
Yeah,
man,
it's
as somebody
not.
that is a fan of Rockstar Games, okay, I got a love-hate relationship with them. It's abusive at times, I agree. Dog, when was the last time Red Dead Redemption 2 got an update? Let's look at these patch notes real quick, boys. What do you notice really important about the latest patch notes? Dog, that was updated March 30th, 2023. It's been some months since this has actually been updated. And what do they add to it, ladies and gentlemen? Nonsense. BS crap for Red Dead Online that didn't really amount to much. This game, Rockstar thought, would be their second cash cow after GTA Online. Their only downside here was realizing that in Grand Theft Auto, you can put like jetpacks, the stupid motorcycle with missiles, the Oppressor Mark II, but it takes some serious writing leaps of logic. Okay, like some serious chat GPT 0.5 to possibly input an Oppressor Mark II into Red Dead Online. See, the fact that the game takes place in 1919, or 1911, whatever the year might be, the game actually does not allow you to have crazy flying vehicles and rocket, like heat-seeking missiles. Trust me, if Rockstar Games could find a way to put in a time machine chronologically or like lore-wise into the game, they would, just to make Red Dead Online as profitable as GTA Online. But it isn't. It doesn't have the same player base, doesn't make the same money, so they stopped giving a shit about it. This is a game that would have been in labor of love had Rockstar made actual single-player DLC for it. Something like Undead Nightmare 2. But see, Rockstar Games never did that. So the fact that they haven't updated this game for fucking months, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how anybody could vote this as the Labor of Love award. But of course, look at all these other games. You got Deep Rock Galactic, you got Rust, you got Apex Legends, you got Dota 2. The key difference here is all 4 of these games have actually been updated, from my understanding, more recently than this cowboy game. But of course, this is a user award, so I wanted to make sure and check if maybe there was some trolling going on the old 4chan. Maybe somebody organized this. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find a post. But what I did find a post for was Most Innovative Gameplay, Starfield. Boy, we're going to get that one real quick. But we've got a few more awards to come across first. Best game on Steam Deck. So Hogwarts Legacy, can't deny it. I looked at the finalists. Obviously, I would say Diablo 4 might be the best case because this game is basically designed to make you fall asleep. And that's where I play my Steam Deck most of the time. So I think that should be the best game on the Steam Deck. It is literally a game that puts me to sleep. And by the way, I'm someone that played Shenmue, okay? Trust me, if doing a forklift 9-to-5 job is somehow more exciting than Diablo 4, that's a crime right there. I also haven't finished Hogwarts Legacy, but I did play it on the Steam Deck. It runs okay, 30 frames a second, which is the baseline for a handheld system. I'm not going to complain too hard. Better with Friends. So Lethal Company wins this, and I looked at all the other awards, and actually Lethal Company does deserve to win this. These other 4 games, I think Party Animals is good. Sons of the Forest makes me want to die. Warhammer Darktide I haven't played, and Sunken Land seems fun, but Lethal Company is just fun with your boys, okay? Me, Kyle, and Amaru have been playing this game pretty much as we logically can when our schedules align, and we love Lethal Company. It is a banger. Outstanding Visual Style Award. Okay, so I guess this is the best looking game. So, or one that has a striking art style.
Okay.
Now, Atomic Heart won this.
I like
and
Atomic Heart.
I really don't know, other than the kind of like
A lot of people
communist,
don't
like
like-
post-Soviet,
a lot of
like
people don't like Atomic
Bioshock
Heart, dude,
aesthetic
but
it's got going
it's
on.
fucking fire.
How is it that something like System Shock Remake didn't win? If it was up to me, I would have put that as a finalist. If you haven't played System Shock Remake, it is a remake of an old DOS-era shooter, okay? One of the first Metroidvania-style games before Metroidvania was a thing. But System Shock Remake was actually such a good game that, visually speaking, it had striking scenery. It was a game that was basically built with the bells and whistles of the Unreal Engine, but they kept that, like, that like old school MS-DOS era like visual style on the texture work, the enemies, the animations. So you got this kind of cool blend between modern rendering techniques and old school design. And a lot of it came together to create a really chilling, haunting, sci-fi Metroidvania horror game. That's one of the things that I really wish was brought into it. That is a game that is so fun to play that I actually went through it pretty much in 2 days. Like, my hours in that game are literally spanned across 2 or 3 days.
No.
And if a game, if I play your game for 2 to 3 days straight, that just means you made a really good game. System Shock Remake should have at least been on here for visual style. Hell, it should have been a contender for Game of the Year. If you're somebody that likes sci-fi, some horror, some exploration, hell, you like a bit of everything good, that's a game you gotta play. The fact that it hasn't been brought in here is just, again, kind of damning. So Most Innovative Gameplay Award is where I'm fucking done, dude. Okay, so Starfield wins. Now, if you're noticing, I actually did put a vote in. And I put a vote for Shadows of Doubt, okay? To give you an idea about Shadows of Doubt, let me explain how brilliant this game is. It is a completely procedurally generated detective game. So that means the city is randomly generated, the businesses are randomly generated, every room, every floor, every NPC,
Okay, that's cool.
everything is randomly generated. And it's generated so well that all of these randomizations come together to create a cohesive city. So what happens in this game is you play as a detective that murders happen in real time around you. So anytime you
came up
spot a
with an
murder,
idea
the
for
game
this
will
ages
radio
ago.
you up. It'll be like, hey, dead
I'm so glad
body
it's real.
located here. You find that apartment. You go there. You break into the crime scene. You check for fingerprints. You scan for everything around the apartment. You scan for things that are missing. Maybe there's a bullet casing. Maybe you might find a murder weapon. Maybe you might find a fingerprint that you can't match. So you have to go through the game's world and interview people, stalk people, okay, break into businesses, sift through trash, break into government databases to get fingerprint identification, and actually map out an entire crime scene. Do actual detective work to figure out a crime. That's how brilliant that game is. It is one of the most innovative games that I have played in 2023. There is no other game that has come close. And the amount of hours I put into it is reflective. I played this game for days straight because it was that good. It was a game where I literally had to rack my brain.
Okay,
I
this is
hated it
pissing
at
me off
first
now.
because I couldn't think outside the box. I was too game focused. Eventually, it was one of those games where I woke up at 1 in the morning, immediately ran over to my computer and finished a case because I had a eureka moment. That's how good it was. If a game makes you that, it is really worth the money spent. So, anyways, I don't know much about any other game in this list, but I do know Starfield. And Starfield is possibly one of the Starfield is just Fallout 4 in space. So I'm going to give you the most stone cold take imaginable, okay? Bethesda hasn't made a good RPG since Morrowind, okay? Yes, The Elder Scrolls Morrowind is the last good Bethesda RPG. After that, when they made Oblivion, look, I liked Oblivion, but it was a massive step down after the world of Morrowind. Skyrim, you know where the phrase, oh, wide as a lake, deep as a puddle came into? That's Skyrim. It's a game that has a massive world for you to look around, but it takes all of the RPG elements that made Daggerfall, Morrowind, even Oblivion beautiful, and cranked them down so even the most casual of casual persons could load in and be like, yeah, I'm playing an RPG. Oh yeah, I'm making my character. Oh yeah, I'm making some choices. Skyrim might be Skyrim is like the KFC of RPGs, okay? All right, it's just generically terrible fried chicken RPG. You could spend the 5 minutes driving over to Popeyes, okay? But let's say you're lazy and you wouldn't do that. At least you got Skyrim on every corner. That's the problem, okay? Now, Fallout, I love Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 is a great game. I'm not going to ever say it's a good RPG. That's a blatant lie. Okay, you put me up to a polygraph and I tell you Fallout 3 is good. That thing is going to go I might break the polygraph. It's not a great RPG. It's a fine game. Nostalgia gets me. Why you would... New Vegas, great game. Actual choices there as an RPG. Fallout 4. Take Fallout 3's choices, rip them away. Fallout 4 is quite possibly the most generic brand RPG to exist out there. Only ever finished it once, and that's because I just speed ran the last half. Starfield is if you take the map of Skyrim, all the holds in different provinces, and just yoink them out and put them on different planets. That game, Starfield, is a game where you are constantly going from loading screen to loading screen. It has more loading screens per minute than an installation of Windows back in the DOS era, okay? You probably have to switch floppy disks less to install Windows back in the old days than go through Starfield's like loading screen menace, okay? It's a loading screen to get out of a planet, loading screen to go into your ship, loading screen to go to another planet, loading screen to go in between buildings. It's insanity. But beyond all of that immersion breaking, nothing in that game is any cut above any other previous Bethesda title. The shooting mechanics are ripped straight out of Fallout. The enemy variety isn't exactly there. In fact, exploring those randomly generated planets is boring as hell. No matter what Bethesda PR ever wants to comment on any of their reviews, like, hey man, exploring real planets wouldn't be that exciting either. They're all mostly the same shit. It's a video game! Make it exciting! Exploring is probably the most boring part of Starfield, okay? You pick a planet, you pick a point on the planet, you land there, there's 3 randomly generated prefabs, and it's all just rock or whatever fucking biome you're floating around in. It's not fun. It's the most boring part. The most exciting part about Starfield is just the handcrafted quests that exist. So you do a bunch of the side stuff after what, like 10, 15 hours? You're pretty much done through the good shit anyways. The game, I haven't even finished it because it's that boring. The main quest puts me to sleep. Puts me to sleep like Diablo 4. How is it innovative? What does it do that's exactly different from anything else? Look, Starfield might be a fine exploration game, okay? But if you wanted to have actual exploration, why am I not playing something like No Man's Sky? It might be a fine jack-of-all-trades space game, okay? If you really had no other space game to play, sure. Why wouldn't I just play Freelancer if I wanted proper, like, space combat, or at least fun space combat? Why am I not playing No Man's Sky if I wanted actual exploration? Starfield is not an innovative game. It's just Fallout in space. Even the settlement mechanic. Somebody tried explaining to me, oh, it's a really good settlement mechanic. Dog, did you play Fallout 4? Did you play Fallout 76? All right? Yeah, it ain't that exciting. It's the same exact thing carried over. Look, you might fall for Todd's sweet little lies, but I don't. I don't anymore. It's boring. It's just a shame that Shadows of Doubt had to pretty much lose that list. But then again, the best game you suck at, Sifu? Get out of here. I don't suck at Sifu. You do. Best Soundtrack Award? Oh, please tell me what else won here. How Did Hi-Fi Rush or Pizza Tower lose to The Last of Us? I'm so done with The Last of Us. You know something about The Last of Us? It's an overrated game, okay? 100%. It was fun playing it for the first time. Last of Us 2, I played it for the first time, had a good time with it. It is nothing more than a cinematic third-person shooter, okay? That's it. The soundtrack isn't even that crazy good in it anyway, especially comparing it to something like Pizza Tower. The ending theme to Pizza Tower, when you're finishing the level, clears anything in the Last of Us franchise. But it is what it is, okay? I guess this wins. Sure, it had to win something. Outstanding Story-Rich Game Award. You already won Game of the Year, dude. I mean, come on. What more do you want to win? Come on, man. Baldur's Gate 3 just clears everything. Sit back and relax reward, okay? Maybe I do need to do some of this after this blood pressure raising video. And you know what? Dave the Diver is actually winning.
Bro is
How the fuck did
raging.
City Skyline 2 get into the finalists, okay? NASA's,
Bro
you know what? The
really
best
cares,
supercomputer in
bro.
the world couldn't even run City Skyline if it wanted to. That's how unoptimized that game is. But Dave the Diver, super solid game for a Steam Deck. I'm going to play that and wind down a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to talk about some games I was interested in. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, Shadows of Doubt, brilliant game. System Shock Remake, brilliant game. That said, though, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. Tomorrow we're talking about your Google account and why it might be at risk.
Switch to Chrome to protect yourself from malware. Less worrying, more surfing.
Don't care.
Fast, safe.
Hello, guys. It's me, Mudahar, and did they just fix the crappy Grand Theft Auto trilogy? Now, ladies and gentlemen, over a year ago, I want to say, Rockstar Games released the GTA Definitive Edition. So Grove Street Games was brought in to basically take a mobile version of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, port it over to the Xbox 3, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PS5, the Xbox Series S and X, Switch, PC, and bastardized my childhood, all right, in front of a national...
Bro, this guy, I can't take much more of his screaming. You know what I mean? Just like, shut up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, loser. I love this guy.
If you've been anywhere near social media in the past year, you've definitely begun seeing the uptick in people sharing the sentiment that Disney is going downhill. Fast. From box office bombs to actor and writer strikes, to just an overall consensus that the output has been poor. Everything seemed to reach a boiling point with the release of their newest animated feature made to celebrate the company's 100th anniversary. Wish.
I clean up all your messes, and I'm always there when you need to vent.
And what a celebration it's been. Now, this has left a lot of people to wonder, how is this happening to Disney? One of the biggest corporations in the world. Just why? I've been seeing folks try and find someone to blame for this left and right. From the money-hungry CEOs making these decisions, all the way to the folks who choose not to give Disney any money for subpar products. You're telling me you didn't want to give this innocent little mega corporation your hard-earned money for the high cinematic masterpiece that was Indiana Jones 5? Well, I guess you're just an awful, awful person. I mean, it would make sense if it was something like, oh, I don't know, you not buying the limited edition Ellis marketable figure that's only available for one more week before it goes away forever, then you're an awful person. Comes a little dog. But it's not just as simple as saying a movie's bad, like, comment, subscribe. Although you should do all those things. Instead, what I think we're seeing here is simply the culmination of the past 3 to 4 years of dumbfounded decision making. And so today I thought, hey, let's go over everything going on with Disney's film division right now. Why they're struggling so badly. Why, ultimately, I believe their 2024 is going to be just as bad, if not worse. So as of right now, Disney has released 7 major films. There are others they've had a hand in distributing that I'm sure no one has heard of, like Next Goal Wins, and smaller stuff they're doing through Fox like The Boogeyman. Well, let's focus on their tentpole releases for now. The movies that are supposed to make their year. What gives the CEOs their Christmas bonus? Those 7 consisting of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, The Little Mermaid, Elemental, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Haunted Mansion, The Marvels, and finally Wish. Now I want to start this by showing you all the box office results of all these films. Not that bad, huh? Well, now I want to show you the box office results for all these films when put up right against the budgets.
Barely made it.
Not a stellar now, is it? Now, this isn't even counting the advertising, which can double the budget at times, but it's clear here none of these movies were smash hits or anything.
Why the fuck?
Except for you. Why did these movies perform so poorly? How are we living in a world where Captain Marvel can make $1 billion, yet only 4 years later Captain Marvel 2 is the studio's biggest bomb ever?
Movie.
And it really comes down to 3 main things that I will break down right now. 1. Who the fuck?
I can't be asked to skip it. I'm just gonna watch it out. I cannot be asked.
Fuck wanted a Haunted Mansion reboot. Did you even know a Haunted Mansion reboot was a thing? I know Danny DeVito's in it. Disney, for the better part of a decade, has been remaking countless older films from their library. Films they knew were a success back then, and hoped to double the profits for with an up-to-date retelling. And while generally I don't give a shit about these when they're shamelessly dumped on Disney Plus like that god-awful Home Alone reboot, but they make sure to put the real moneymakers in theaters every now and then. Basically, anything from their Renaissance era gets a one-way ticket to cinemas for a couple weeks to then be dumped on Disney Plus where it can be forgotten with the rest of them. I can't wait until people have completely forgotten about these remakes, and so we start to see Disney try and remake The Lion King. Oh boy. But really, if we look past the titles, what is Disney putting out this year? What are they providing you that's worth any substance? Well, we've got a sequel, a remake, a Pixar movie, a sequel, a remake, a sequel, and Wish. Other than the couple animated features, they're really offering you nothing here. Nothing at all. Just a load of tripe that they're trying to bank off you recognizing a name or a piece of iconography. And that's not to speak on the actual quality of all these movies. I liked Guardians 3 quite a bit. Elemental was alright and...
good film.
Well, other than that, I've only seen The Little Mermaid
Elemental, because I'm not 12.
This sucks. I just don't understand how you can expect to keep people excited about this year after year. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 10 times. The advertising for these movies is either non-existent, or so desperate to capitalize on you just paying to see it because it has the Disney logo attached along with something you remember from your childhood. Basically, the entire marketing for Wish seemed to be based on trying to create the next big TikTok song, along with constantly going, we are Disney, don't forget we made Aladdin and Little Mermaid and just ignore all the bad ones because wow,
Disney.
Moana. You like Moana, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you? It sure doesn't help the poor advertising that 2023
never
also
seen
marked
a
an event
Disney
that
film in my
indirectly
life,
caused the
bro.
marketing for their movies to
I
suffer.
when I was a kid,
That
but I am what shit, bro. Okay.
This is like a secret weapon. It's Arcade by Output, one of the greatest plugins that I've ever used.
Yeah.
Today's video is brought to you by grooming. Bald grooming, ladies and gentlemen. Manscaped.com. I'm not the only fan. 9 million people have joined the ultimate men's lifestyle brand, and today I'm going to talk about one of the most important things they have. Ladies and gentlemen, the Performance Package 5.0. So to go over real quick, they've got some real solid bangers, some real upgrades in their lineup. The Lawnmower 5.0 electric trimmer, ladies and gentlemen,
costs too
sports
much,
a new next generation dual skin-safe blade head, and it's accompanied with upgraded trimmer blades and an interchangeable foil blade. So again, you start off with the regular trimmer blade, which again features longer, wider, round teeth that cut through general hair. Then you get the foil blade, which absolutely gives you a legendary finish that anybody is going to be impressed by when they look down there. You've also got the Weed Whacker 2.0, which is waterproof, cordless, rechargeable, and of course you've got the Crop Soother and Crop Preserver, which is perfectly crafted to keep...
Man. There we go.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and yet again I've amalgamated some more things from the old dark web that I feel like I want to show you, because ladies and gentlemen, I used to do this stuff every week, but sometimes, you know, when you cover things on a regimented basis, you end up finding the same Hitman crazy websites, and you know, honestly I'm glad that we let the deep web almost ferment through a little bit, because ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to show you today is some really weird, wild stuff, and not all of it's spooky, scary, some of it's just meant to be funny. So ladies and gentlemen, let's sit back, relax, and get a nice cup of the old coffee, wake up in the morning, and see what the old internet's darkest corners have for us to explore. Alright, here we go. We start off with the Shadow Wiki. Homesick for a place I'm not even sure exists. You probably can't read that, but it's in like type.
Who knows, man? Thanks for watching Among Us.